Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned.
Weather Prediction for Kids by WSJ. Weather prediction means guessing what the weather will be like in the future. Scientists study the sky, clouds, wind, and other information to tell us if it will be sunny, rainy, snowy, or windy.
How do meteorologists predict the weather? A weather scientist is called a meteorologist. They use satellites to take pictures of clouds from space, weather radar to track rain and storms, thermometers to measure temperature, anemometers to measure wind speed, computers to study all the weather information and make forecasts. Eyes in the sky. Meteorologists use tools up in the sky to get information from high above the ground.
Experts can see that these clouds are shaping up to be a hurricane.
Eyes in the sky. Meteorologists use tools up in the sky to get information from high above the ground.
We have now entered a new era of satellite meteorology. Europe's latest weather satellite, the Meteosat third-generation imager, has just delivered its first image. But before we reveal it, what does this satellite do exactly? And what does this mean for weather forecasting? Weather, especially extreme weather, affects everything we do. Over the past 40 years, events like floods, heat waves, and storms have caused close to 145,000 fatalities across Europe and economic losses of around 500 million euros. Monitoring weather is crucial, not only in our day-to-day lives, but also to determine future climate changes. In 1977, the first European weather satellite Meteosat took its place in orbit. 11 satellites have since followed. From their vantage point 36,000 kilometers above the equator, they've been watching Earth non-stop for over 4 decades. These missions result from the long-standing cooperation between ESA and EUMETSAT. In December 2022, the latest Meteosat satellite lifted off, marking the next generation of weather forecasting. The Meteosat third-generation imager, the first of 6 satellites, will monitor the weather from space like never before. With its groundbreaking instruments, the satellite will deliver Earth observations of unprecedented range, resolution, and frequency. This will enable weather forecasts to monitor the evolution of rapidly developing severe weather more accurately. The satellite's flexible combined imager can scan the entire Earth disk in 10 minutes and deliver images over Europe in just 2.5 minutes. So, are you ready for the big reveal? This is the first image from the Meteosat third-generation imager, showing Europe, Africa, and the Atlantic in remarkable detail. Much of northern and western Europe, as well as Scandinavia, can be seen blanketed in clouds, with relatively clear skies over Italy and the Western Balkans. Details such as snow cover on the Alps, sediment in the water along the coast of Italy, and cloud vortices over the Canary Islands are visible. Crucially, for Nordic countries, the image also shows a greater level of detail of cloud structures at high latitudes. The Meteosat 3rd generation imager is currently undergoing a commissioning phase where its instruments are switched on and the data they collect are calibrated. By the end of the year, the data will be distributed to meteorological services in Europe and beyond, and will soon be available on a screen, TV, or weather app near you.
From 220 miles, 354 kilometers above Earth, tools on the International Space Station help forecast weather by measuring ocean winds, dust, and pollution in the air.
Satellites circling 22,300 miles, 35,888 kilometers above the Earth take pictures of the clouds. The pictures show scientists the clouds' shapes and how they move.
Hey everybody, it's Chief Meteorologist Brad Benovich. Hope you're having a great Friday. Today's topic, though, is the space station. Forecaster Larry Sprinkle is going to talk about the International Space Station, something near and dear to my heart as well. I love observing the International Space Station. Every night that it flies over Charlotte, that it's visible, I usually post something, and I love to go out and take pictures of it. And we'll always kind of give you a heads up beforehand. But Larry's going to talk more about the International Space Station.
I have been fascinated with this for many years. I'm sure a lot of you have too. A little bit later, I'll tell you how you can actually see the International Space Station from wherever you live, from wherever you are. It cruises around at 248 miles high, 248 miles above us, compared to a jet airplane that cruises around at about 35,000 feet, or a hot air balloon that floats around at about 1,000 feet. The International Space Station is a space laboratory. It's been in orbit since 1998, occupied with scientists since the year 2000, and those scientists actually live there in a living, working environment where they do some really amazing experiments in biology, in physics, astronomy, even in meteorology. This is Hurricane Florence. You can see some incredible pictures and video taken from the International Space Station so we can learn about hurricanes, the size of them, and then you can see just remarkable video taken right there. Here's some interesting facts and figures. The International Space Station circles Earth every 90 minutes, moving at 17,500 miles per hour. It takes 92 minutes to go around Earth, as we said, about 92 minutes to go around Earth, and that's about 15 and a half orbits per day. It weighs about 1 million pounds, and inside it occupies the area of what is about a football field in size. That's a lot of room there. It has 52 computers that control what goes on inside the International Space Station. It can carry a crew of 6, has 2 bathrooms, and a gym. Inside the International Space Station are Andrew.
Why is weather prediction important? Weather forecasts help people decide what clothes to wear, bring an umbrella if it will rain, travel safely, help farmers protect their crops, help pilots fly safely, prepare for storms, floods, or snow.
Is weather prediction always correct? Not always. Weather can change quickly, so forecasts are usually very good for the next few days, but they become less accurate the farther into the future they try to predict. Fun fact: people once looked at the sky, animals, and the wind to guess the weather. Today, scientists use satellites and powerful computers to make much more accurate forecasts.
easy summary. Weather prediction tells us what the weather will be like. Meteorologists study weather. They use satellites, radar, weather stations, and computers. Weather forecasts help keep people safe and prepared. Forecasts are most accurate for the next few days.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned.